Hi my dear friends, welcome back to QatNip. Today we are going to learn about something that is making quite a buzz in the computer graphics department, especially in the gaming market. Yes, we are talking about the Vulkan API. So come on friends, without further ado, let's learn together. Vulkan is a low-overhead, cross-platform 3D graphics and compute API. Vulkan targets high-performance, real-time 3D graphics applications such as video games and interactive media across all platforms, compared with OpenGL and Direct3D 11, that is DirectX 11, and like Direct3D 12 and Mantle. Vulkan can offer higher performance and more balanced CPU or GPU usage. Other major differences from Direct3D prior to version 12 and OpenGL are Vulkan being a considerably low-level API and offering parallel tasking. Vulkan also has the ability to render 2D graphic applications, however it is generally suited for 3D. In addition to its lower CPU usage, Vulkan is also able to make distribute work amongst multiple CPU cores. Vulkan was first announced by the Khronos Group at GDC 2015. The Vulkan API was initially referred to as the Next Generation OpenGL Initiative or OpenGL Next by Khronos, but use of those names was discontinued once the Vulkan name was announced. Vulkan is derived from the built-upon components of AMD's Mantle API, which was donated by AMD to Khronos with intent of giving Khronos a foundation on which to begin developing a low-level API that they could standardize across the industry much like OpenGL. Vulkan is intended to provide a variety of advantages over other APIs as well as spiritual predecessor. OpenGL. Vulkan offers lower overhead, more direct control over the GPU and lower CPU usage. The overall concept and feature set of Vulkan is similar to Direct3D 12 and Mantle, or DirectX 12 that is. Intended advantages of Vulkan over previous generation APIs include Vulkan API being well suited for high-end graphic cards as well as for graphic hardware on mobile devices. OpenGL has a specific subset for mobile devices called OpenGL ES. It's still an alternative API in Vulkan supporting devices. In contrast to Direct3D 12, Vulkan is available on multiple modern operating systems. Like OpenGL, the Vulkan API is not locked to a single OS or device form factor. As of release, Vulkan runs on Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Tizen, Linux and Android. Third-party support for iOS and macOS is also available. Reduced driver overhead, reducing CPU workloads. Reduced loads on CPU throughout the use of batching, leaving the CPU free to do more computation or rendering than otherwise. Better scaling on multi-core CPUs. Direct3D 11 and OpenGL 4 were initially designed for use with single-core CPUs and only received augmentation to be executed on multiple cores. Even when application developers use the augmentation, the API regularly does not scale well on multi-cores. OpenGL uses the high-level language GLSL for writing shaders, which forces each OpenGL driver to implement its own compiler for GLSL that executes at application runtime to translate the program's shaders into the GPU machine code. Vulkan drivers are supposed to ingest instead shaders already translated into an intermediate binary format called SPIRV, or that's Standard Portable Intermediate Representation, analogous to the binary format that HLSL shaders are compiled into in Direct3D. By allowing shaders pre-compilation, application initialization speed is also improved, and a larger variety of shaders can be used per scene. A Vulkan driver only needs to do GPU-specific optimization and code generation, resulting in easier driver maintenance and eventually smaller driver packages. Currently, GPU vendors still have to include OpenGL or CL. unified management of compute kernels and graphical shaders, eliminating the need to use a separate compute API in conjunction with a graphics API is also an advantage to Vulkan. So guys, that's it for this episode. We have given you just a small gist about Vulkan API. We hope you liked it, and if you do, please don't forget to leave a like, and if you are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to us. And a million thanks for those already subscribed, and if you subscribe or like our videos and continue supporting us by watching our videos, it will mean the world to us. Thank you, and until next time, sayonara.